Hello class, I'm just going to go over with you real quick what is on Canvas for work experience. Hopefully you've gone to the home page of Canvas for work experience, seen something like this. You may notice that there's a big button down here, click picture for video conference. That's the platform we're going to use for any kind of class video, or for if you needed to chat with me, we're going to use Google Meets. You can click on that, see if I'm available at any point in time during the school day. But try not to be out of class in order to chat with me. Let's go over the syllabus. So the syllabus basically has all the information of what you need to do in order to get credit for work experience. Contact information for me at the top, basics course overview. It's a chance for you guys to get credit for working a job, basically. And you have to have a job in order to have work experience. And I'll need that information to verify as well. So some of the ways that we verify and make sure that your current work location is willing to give you work experience credit is we have basically 4 different things that you have to do. You've got the agreement form, and I've got links to all of these here, but I'll also show you them to you in the module section. So there's an agreement form that'll need to be filled out, and a liability form that'll need to be filled out, a training and evaluation form that'll need to be completed, and then I'll need monthly proof of the hours that you've worked. And so in order to have enough hours worked throughout the first quarter to get credit, you will need to work a total of 130 hours, which averages out to about 15 hours or so a week. So if you're working more than 15 hours, you should be fine for having enough work hours in order to get the credit. If you're not thinking that you're going to have enough hours, talk to me. Set up a time, do a video conference, whatever, and let's talk about the hours you are working and see if it's going to be close enough or not. So your supervisor will have some specific duties, and one of those, besides signing the paperwork, is they will also have to evaluate you twice. And in order to, let's see if I can get over to the modules. Let's go to modules. There's some basic information up above, but here is where all of the to-dos for the first week. But really, basically, once you complete these different forms and submit them, you're not going to need to come and check in with me every day during 3rd period or 4th period or whenever it is that you have work experience scheduled. I want you to have the time, the flexibility to be able to work during 3rd period or 4th period or any time after your 1st and 2nd period, in order to get more hours in and not have to worry about coming to school. So you're not going to need to daily check in with me in work experience, but at least be turning in these forms, submitting everything so that by the end of the quarter, we have everything checked off and we're good to go. So I'm giving you everything for the course this first week. So basic list of your to-dos is here. The first thing that I'm going to need is you're going to need to fill out a Google form giving me your current work experience contact info. So your name, your student ID, your contact phone number, what grade you're in, who you're currently working for, what your supervisor's name is, how I can contact them by either phone or email, how many hours on average that you think you're working right now, and how long you've been working at this job. Once you complete all of that, hit submit. Shouldn't take you long. You can get that done today. It would be greatly appreciated if you did that. So that's one assignment that is, for sure, I'll need that by the 18th in case you don't have a contact information for your supervisor. Supervisor could be the person that is the general supervisor over you at work, or if there is like a shift manager that sees you more often, they can also be the contact person here. That's fine, either one. Just someone that you work for that knows who you are and can evaluate how you're doing at work. All right, let's see if I can get to the next slide. I'm going to go back to assignments because I can't see it from there. Sorry, guys. The activity liability form. This is one that you're going to need to print up. Let's see if I can pull it up. It will not let me pull this up right now in this view since I'm videoing it, but it's a form that you're going to need to get signed by your parents. So this is one that print out, sit down with your parents or guardian, and have them help guide you through filling out this assignment. Okay, so let me go to next. It won't. We'll go back to module because I know I can get to it here. This is a new experience for all of us, so bear with me on getting through some of these things. Structured work experience agreement form. This is also another PDF. You're going to need to print out, have sections filled out by your parents. You're going to sign a section. Your work supervisor is going to sign a section. There's a spot that asks for the school contact person. That would be me. I will sign that when I get it back. Please take a clear picture of it once you have it filled out and hit the submit assignment. Turn it in that way. If you have any problems, just contact me either through the chat or you can email me. If you can only figure out how to email something to me, that works as well. So that was the structured work experience agreement. And then we also have the training and evaluation form. It's another one that you'll have to print out, get signed. Now notice I've gotten big red notes right here that you need to make sure that you do not have your supervisor fill out the middle section. In the middle section, I'm going to make sure that I find a way to open this one up for you. See if I can get to it. I don't know why it won't open things for me, but let's try one last time. Open it up. Here we go. In this form, you need to fill out the top section as best as you can. This is the part right here that you're going to leave blank for now. Do not fill this out. Do not have your supervisor fill out. What you need to have your supervisor do is sign at the bottom. Training site supervisor signature is right here. That's where your supervisor needs to sign this and return it to you. It's just a way for them to say that they will evaluate you throughout the term in order for you to get credit for it. So then you will take it back to them. I'll send a reminder assignment later on that says, hey, time to have the midterm filled out, and you would have them fill this out in like 4 weeks is when they'll do that. And then I will send another one at the end of the term, reminding you to have them fill out the final section. Once they fill out the mid, send me a picture. Once they fill out the final, send me a picture. But to get things started for the term, then you will need to go ahead and have them do the signature and you fill out the top. Midterm final is later. Let me know if you have questions on that later. Ooh, now it's going to open up. Huh. There is the one that we just talked about. Here is a picture of what the activity liability release form looks like that they're going to need to fill out. You are going to need to fill out with your parents or your guardian because you have insurance information that needs to be on here. This is just a waiver so that you can travel during a technical class. Signature at the bottom. Okay, so you guys have seen all these now. That's the activity liability, work experience. So you've seen those ones. Okay, let's go back here. Training and evaluation form. Let's see if that one will open up. It might take a while. I think we're good there. Basically, any of these, they have a PDF at the bottom. This is the one with the section that your supervisor does not fill out in the middle. Print it up, fill it out, submit it back by taking a picture, hitting the submit assignment. Click on that. It'll give you a chance to submit it. Okay. Go to next. I've got one quiz up for this week. All I really need to know is, are you working this week? Are you working this week? Yes, no, not sure. If you work this week, what hours? So that I know if we're scheduled to meet as a class this week and you're not there, I'll know why. And like I said, there's not going to be very many times that we're actually going to meet as a class. So don't worry about if you can't be here because you're working. And we'll explain more. We'll talk more about it. Not when this is a video recording. We'll just be able to have an open chat conversation about it. Okay, so that is the quiz, which is just to see how many hours you're working this week and when you're working. So hopefully this gives you the basics of what we're doing with work experience. So I'll stop the video and then we can chat about any questions that you may have.